Welcome back, YouTubers. This is going to be a review of the Kamen Rider Gotchard Gotcha Driver. Now, this is the first driver from this series. It's another card-based one using the similar code that the Deca driver used. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the first card-based driver since Kamen Rider Decades, which is one of the things I like about it, as I'm a fan of the card-based Kamen Rider belts. And we've had a couple. The first being Kamen Rider Yuki, followed by Blade, then Decade, and now Gotchard. Now, the belt comes with 5 cards. A 6th was packaged with it, which was an all-rider card featuring the riders from Kamen Rider Gates, but I was unable to acquire that, sadly. Now, it comes with 5 cards by default. As you can see on the top here, the Hopper 1 Steamliner, the Samurai 1, the Submarine, and this one here, which I believe is a samba dancer. At least that's my suspicion. It's hard to say. I'm not an expert on Japanese, and I can't always be sure what they mean when they're speaking. But we will try to do our best. Now, the driver itself, speaker here, upgrade port here. No other controls, as you can see. It comes with the standard belt system. This one's orange and has these clips that pop into it, as most drivers do these days. And this little orange connector piece to cover the back where it slides together. Now, I recently attempted to see if one of these belt extenders would be enough to make it fit an adult. Sadly, it is not. If you get one of these, it's not going to fit the average adult. You will probably have to either do 2, or what I have frequently done, use a nylon luggage strap to adapt it. However, with this one, I was lucky enough that I was able to acquire this, an extender. It has a larger clip for the end here, as you can see. It's much bigger. Plus, it has a nylon strap running through the plastic, which just does a holder, and it can be extended. I have to go to the full length for me, but I'm a fairly mid-size adult, so yeah. There's also this Velcro covered piece, but I really wish these were covered with something. They can hurt your back if you lean on something while you're wearing it. Might not want to put it on at all. Anyway, back to the driver. Now, when you slot a card in, you will get a response. Let me show you what happens when you turn the belt on, though. Now, let's turn off once more. As you can see here, closing it moves these panels into place, and when you're using any of the cards, there's an image on the back, half and half, so it doesn't matter which side. But when you close them together, you get the face of the rider. Now, unfortunately, this thing is pretty bright, and when I do it with my camera, you can't really see because of glare. So just take it as read that it's there. Also, when you push it in, like this, they separate, but push once more, the cards pop up, which I like as a way to remove them. It took me a second to figure it out. It wasn't clear from the instructions, and I didn't look up anything beforehand. So, first things first, we'll do a set. Because, unfortunately, there are so many cards, there are 10 sets of 10, so there are 100 Kemi cards, plus additional ones that are coming out. But on top of that, it's not going to be possible to do this in a single run. So this will be a showcase of the cards that I have, starting with the 1 and 9 cards, because The combos all require a combination of numbers adding up to 10. When you put the cards in on their own, like any two, even like say these two, they're not a combination, as you can see. It doesn't say anything. And there you have it. That's what happens whenever you put in any non-matching set. They'll state the name of the card, and you can do them singly. As you can see, it's the same thing each time. So you won't get any extra combinations. But it is fun that you can mix and match these. They don't have to be any specific number or card. They'll do the same thing each time. But matching certain cards up, like as I said, 1 and 9, for example, is the default form. So you get Now the finishing sound is the same, but it does say the name each time. So I'm going to do all of the 1 and 9 cards for this video, as unfortunately they're just too many to do in a single run. So next, these two give us this mask. Now, personal favorite, Bat and a Super Robot. Now, if you put the card in too fast or too slowly, you'll get that sound. So if you get that, just take them out. There's no undoing it once it errors, except removing the card and trying again. You generally just have to put in a nice, even movement, like this. This form. And it's a, I think it's a samba dancer and a praying mantis. And now the last of the 1/9s from the first 2 card sets, which is what I have here available. We have a whale and a bike. And that's all of the 1 and 9 cards that I have from the first 2 booster box series. Now there will obviously be more down the line as they're still coming out with these cards. But unfortunately those are not available yet. Once they are, I will make an update video adding in any that I've missed or have been added. Now there are also other cards to this series. There are the Legend Rider cards as well as some promos. I'll do my best to see what I can acquire, but those are not something I can guarantee. But if you want to see what this is like and what it does, I will be posting additional videos with the other cards. So if you will, just go to the next video in the series and I'll see you at that time. Ciao!